Hi everyone, welcome back to Fanatical About Fans, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to change the timer module on this vintage pedestal fan. So first thing I'm going to do is begin removing all these screws that hold the back plate on. And now we have the back plate off, we can finally get a closer look at the timer inside to see what might be the problem. Straight away I can see that the disc here is fractured, whereas with the new one here, the disc in the middle is fully intact, so that will probably be what is causing the timer to be so knackered. As you can see, it's just completely dead really. So anyway, without further ado, let's get removing the old timer. So I finally managed to get the old timer out. The bit that took me the longest was trying to get the dial off of the other side, because it was quite strongly attached to the shaft inside, so obviously when that goes in there, it's pretty flush fitting. It's quite hard to remove, but I just got some WD-40 on it, pulled it right out, and now I have got rid of the broken timer. So my next job is to strip the wires down. So at the moment I don't have any access to the copper. Same with these ones, I've just cut the old timer out. So using some wire cutters, or even if you have some wire strippers handy, this would be easier, but with me I'm just going to gently use these to pry the ends off. Let's do a time lapse so it doesn't take so long. So now that I've stripped the ends of the wires, next step is to attach them using these little chocolate block wire connectors. Now this is probably easier than actually soldering these wires onto the circuit board. It's just as safe, but an alternative way obviously is to completely remove these wires from the circuitry and then directly solder this timer on instead of the broken one. But for me today, I'm just going to be connecting these wires to the existing wires from the old timer, as I'm fairly sure that the wires were perfectly fine from the old timer, and the actual issue was with the timer itself. So now we've got the wires all safely attached. The final step now is to reattach the timer. So before I go ahead and put the back plate back on, I'm just going to do one thing and test that the fan actually works and that I've wired it all up correctly, so that I don't avoid disappointment when the fan's obviously been put back together and then something goes wrong. So let's just check that the fan's in the off position at the moment, the fan doesn't come on. And it doesn't. That's all good. Now we're going to switch over to the on position, and lo and behold, we have a working fan. So that was how you replace one of these timer modules on an old-fashioned pedestal fan. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like, and if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.